All right.
How are we doing?
Good.
What are we talking about today?
So today, I got a couple of notes that I went through yesterday. A couple of which we had a little chat yesterday about competitiveness.
Oh, okay. I like this one.
So I know we have some contrasting, not opinions, but it's how people run, isn't it? How competitive you are and things.
Yeah. Is that the one we've got today? Competitiveness.
Competitiveness, yeah.
Perfect.
So I've got a couple of different scenarios, let's say, to do with competitiveness.
Okay.
And I want you to run me through how you not only would approach them, but in some situations how acceptable it is to be competitive, but also how it can have its faults.
Okay.
Cover all bases, right? So we'll start off as the most sort of standard one, right? The main form of competition is essentially, from my opinion, sports.
Yeah.
Right? So you were self-proclaimed quite a decent football player when you were younger.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do you think that competition compared to your teammates and or teams you were playing against, how big of an impact do you think that had?
Playing sports, being competitive, growing up and stuff, do you mean?
Yes. How big of an impact do you think competition compared to other people had on your...
Huge.
Right.
Huge, yeah. I think it's really healthy.
Yeah.
I think it's so weird that, and to be fair, I've been quite pleased we've got this one today. There's a couple of things with it. I've actually got a really good story.
Yeah.
It generally happened this morning, going to the gym. In fact, I'll start with that. Okay, so we're talking about competitiveness.
Yeah.
I went to the gym this morning. I got there late, actually.
Right.
I'd done a couple of things in the morning. I got there about 15 minutes late. I was going to go and do weights.
Yeah.
End up jumping on a treadmill, which I know we've spoken about before. I hate doing. I literally just do it for discipline.
Yeah.
So I got on a treadmill and I said to myself, start the run. You're going to do 30 minutes, shower, steam, into the office, brekkie into the office. So as part of competitiveness and as part of training my mind, which is where I am at the minute, not everyone, but where I'm at the minute is I'm trying to be really disciplined with everything. Yeah. I'm trying to train my mind to do things that I don't want to do, but knowing that it absolutely will help me, because it's like a moral, it's like a victory that I've won in that, do you know, I'm going to go for a 30-minute run, and at the end of the 30 minutes, and 15 minutes into it, I want to quit, I want to stop, I speed up, and then I listen to my music, I wait for like a beat to drop, and I go, right, I'm going to ramp it up 4 mile an hour harder, and sprint, and I'm going to do it for a minute, and all of those things. This morning, I was doing that, and I jumped on the treadmill, and to be fair, I didn't even notice the guy to begin with, okay? Right? This is where the competitiveness is coming, right? So I didn't even notice him. I kind of noticed him as I was getting on. I was stretching on the treadmill, and he jumped on a little further down next to me, about 3 treadmills over, right? Yeah. So my big thing with everything now is I don't really care about what other people are doing and things. From a business point of view, let all so-called competitors do what they want. We're not here to compete. We're here to dominate at some point, right? Which we will come on to. So I'm about 20 minutes into my run, okay? Yeah. And now I'm very conscious that the guy that jumped on pretty similar time to me is also 20 minutes into his run, okay? So what I've done historically is quit and gone, oh yeah, but I've been sprinting a lot more than he's been sprinting, and I've probably travelled further than he has, Yeah. And everything inside me, I was literally battling with myself, going from, right, you've done enough, get to your 30 minutes and done. And then I got to about 20 minutes and I made a deal with myself. I'm not getting off this treadmill until he gets off, right? So, I was on the treadmill 50 minutes this morning, because I refused to get off before he did. And you can imagine the back and forth as I was running, 35 minutes in, I'm literally saying to myself, please stop running, please.
You've done enough.
And I'm not looking at him, and I'm almost carrying this persona that I'm fine at the minute, I'm not tired. And then I'm saying to myself, he's having the same bet. He's having the same thing at the moment. He's saying to himself,
stuff,
I ain't getting off the treadmill till he does.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I would have literally... I would have come to work. Like, if he'd have been on there 3 hours, I'd have been on there 3 hours.
You would have run a marathon.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And then I'm 40 minutes into it, and I'm thinking, he might be a marathon runner.
Yeah.
Like, he might literally be in here to do 2 hours or whatever. So I constantly had the back and forth, and you cannot believe the sense of achievement.
Oh yeah.
When he started walking, I've done him. I've got him. Right. Did I get anything out of that? Not loads, but no, actually a couple of things. One, instead of doing 30 minutes, I ran 50.
Yeah.
So I actually got a lot fitter, more exercise. Mentally, I did something that I didn't want to do, and from a discipline and mindset and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It was a victory. It was a victory today. It was a victory.
It was a victory. That's quite impressive, to be fair.
But that is something probably only in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
I'm doing. It's something that I'm trying to train my mind to do, and I'm almost saying during that run, right, you want to be the biggest and bestest in your career and in your industry, but you want to quit after 30 minutes.
Yeah. What does
Winners
that show?
don't. Yeah, people are at the top of their game. They're not quitting after 30. It's like 30-minute run. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, what's the matter? So constantly having that back and forth.
Yeah.
That was constantly having that back and forth. That right.
Yeah.
Training yourself. So back to the actual topic, competitiveness. I think it's healthy. I think it can really improve you from a personal development level. I think for things like discipline and mindset and being positive and happy, I suppose it comes into goal setting a little bit, what I'm talking about now, but growing up, playing sports, being in that sort of environment, I think definitely helped me. Definitely. Yeah. I think it helps because I think it depends on who you are. So for me, I think it helped because I want to be really successful, but not everyone does. Some people want to go and do a 9 till 5. Nothing wrong with that either. Yeah. And some people want to just have a nice, comfortable life and have a nice family. Yeah. Get a mortgage, have kids, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But for me, I want to do so much more than that. Yeah. I think you have to be competitive and you have to have an edge of that in you if you do want to be really successful. That's what I think.
Yeah. No, I do totally see that.
Are you competitive?
Psychologically, yes. Okay. I always want to be better than whoever else I'm competing. You're always competing against someone for something, aren't you?
And do you have that now? So have you got any scenarios or anything that's happened recent where that's
relatively. So even little things like some of my friends are much fitter than I am, or some of my friends are. So I went and played football on Saturday. On my birthday, I went and played football with my friends, and we were just doing penalty shootouts, and we were just doing one against the other, 5 penalty, just like a normal penalty shootout.
I'm England, you're Brazil.
And I wanted to win so badly. I was so invested in it. And it's stuff like that I love.
And what was the... Where did that come from? Or what was the reason for you that you are...
The reason... So I think the reason I actually got competitive about it was because me and one of my friends, the proper one we got competitive over, was almost like the final. I think we were doing best of 3, and this one we did a best of 7. We were proper going for it in this final. We were scoring every single penalty. Yeah. So we you know what I mean? It's you go up and it's if you miss, you're in massive trouble. Yeah. So it's the mixture of pressure, obviously the competition. But
do you like pressure?
I like pressure, but I don't deal with it well. But I do quite like it because if you don't have pressure in life, you're never gonna go out of your comfort zone. You need some sort of pressure to get past these sort of barriers. Sorry.
That's all right. I think pressure is something that no one likes overly, but You can train yourself to try and enjoy it, and almost the occasion of it, and from a discipline and from a out your comfort zone. Everything you do outside your comfort zone ends up being good.
Yeah.
Because you learn from something.
Yeah, it always
it's
does.
Something
actually.
you never would have done, and you learn.
Especially if it's something you're actually scared of doing.
Yeah.
Because then not only are you proud that you've done it afterwards, but normally it's actually something that's fun.
Yeah.
Things that are scary are typically quite fun.
Definitely.
Which is, it's like going back to what we were talking about earlier, the pressure of, taking a penalty in a cup final. It's an awful lot of pressure, but it's the emotion that rides on it is what you're fighting for, isn't it, really? At the end of the day, like, a cup's a bit of silver that will go in a cabinet, but it's the pride of saying you won it and not having...
It's that sense of achievement.
Not having to deal with being the one that...
Definitely.
Lost it.
It's like this morning, I talking to you about being on the treadmill.
Yeah.
If I'd have quit before him, I'd have felt terrible now.
Yeah.
I would have, and I wouldn't be sitting here telling this story.
Yeah.
But I would have felt awful.
It would have felt like a massive
I can't believe
loss,
how happy I was when this guy got off the treadmill.
Yeah.
But the other thing I said to myself is, you can't just walk straight off after him.
Oh yeah, you got to stay.
So he started walking for about 3 minutes,
and
I'm glancing and I can see him walking, and I thought, well, I can't just start walking. That's not beating him.
Yeah, you've got to prove it.
Yeah, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep, I've been on here 50 minutes. Don't bother me. I'll do this all day, sort of thing. Albeit I'm in bits.
What would go through my head at that point is, I've been on the treadmill for 50 minutes.
Yeah,
I've got to stay on for an hour.
Oh,
that's what would go through my head.
That is.
Is that what you were thinking?
At one point, that hit my head.
Yeah. It's that barrier.
Do you know what? And probably I give myself a bit of an excuse in that I've got to the gym late. I'm meant to be on here half hour. I've got to get to the office, which is all excuses.
Yeah.
And another excuse I've got, and I hate having excuses. No, I'm not even going to say this. Forget it. Yeah.
No.
There's an element of me that should have done an hour.
Oh right, yeah. Well, it's like my favourite thing with competitions personally is competing against myself. So breaking personal bests, doing something I've not been able to do before, that sort of thing. And I remember once I was in the gym and I was on a bike for about half an hour, and I was sitting there and I was like, I'm not even tired. I'm just going to carry on. Yeah. And by the time I got off, I'd been on the bike for 3.5 hours.
Wow.
And I think it was just over, not just over, it was a bit over a half marathon. I think it was at 30 kilometres I did.
Crazy.
But it was because I was like, I'm not going to get, because a bike's much easier than a treadmill. I was like, I'm not going to get off until I am in so much pain that I have to.
I think the most impressive thing about that is that you did it. You force yourself to stay there
on a bike for that long. Like.
You know yourself, and probably when you're doing that, and as I said to you earlier, I hate running, right? Yeah. And on a treadmill as well, because it is so mind-numbingly boring. Yeah. But that is actually why I do it from a discipline point of view. We keep going on about discipline, but that is why I do it. Mm. I can assure you, 5 minutes into the run, 10 minutes into the run, my brain is saying everything about wanting to quit. Oh, is that a little bit of a niggle you've got on your knee there? And, you're going a bit quick at the moment. Why don't you give yourself another 3 minutes to warm up?
Have a rest, have a walk.
When I get halfway through it, or 20 minutes into it, sometimes I feel invincible. I think, do you know what? I'm smashing this, and I am going to go quicker and quicker. I'm going to really push myself here. But it's just getting past that initial niggly bit. But I think to be on there 3 hours or 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Thinking about it can't have been that long, because I ran a half marathon before. I did the Brentwood half.
Oh, did you?
And I did that in about 2.5, and a bike would have been faster, so it would have been still just under 2 hours or something.
But for half hours.
Yeah. I think it was about 2 hours or something. But yeah.
So have you got anything like that at the minute? Or are you competing with anything at the moment? We'll talk about competitiveness. Let's go back to that.
I haven't. I'm competing with my own brain. I haven't been to the gym in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
I'm, sleeping schedules all thrown off and everything. I'm really just trying to,
what?
Get myself back into this zone of being like success, do what's best for myself, rather than just being like.
And why do you want to do that though?
don't know. I feel like
Because
it's
you're 19,
I feel like it's 'cause that's
every 19-year-old just
what I should do.
lays in,
Yeah.
goes to the gym when they can,
Yeah.
goes to work, kind of lounges about. Maybe not everyone, but
Yeah.
but what's
must be a
important to you?
majority.
Yeah.
Fitness is a massive thing for me for multiple reasons. Just sort of being happy with my body, confident, that sort of stuff. And it's obviously not easy to get the body you want, otherwise everyone would have it. So that's a major thing for me. I really do want to get into this whole routine type thing because I've seen, you know, how much it's helped you out, that I want to try it for myself and see how that sort of thing goes. But it's having the...
Can we do it? Can we absolutely try and... Because
Yeah,
we
we
sit
said this
here and we
before.
talk about this and we never actually go away and do a
Yeah.
plan. You got a pen?
I've got my laptop.
Right. Let's actually do you a plan right now.
Right now.
Very, very simple. Nothing too extravagant. Very minimalistic, simple tasks. Is that still on?
Yeah.
Very, very minimalistic, achievable targets for you to hit.
Yeah.
And at absolute all costs, there are absolute no excuses for what we're going to put down now for you not to be able to do them.
Okay.
So literally, there is no excuse. So we'll keep them nice and simple.
Yeah.
Nothing that's too, as I say, out there. But I don't want to hear, I didn't get sleep till 3 last night. So
Yeah.
because my argument with this stuff is that if I was going to give you £1 million,
Yeah. You
would do it without fail.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Like, alright, £1 million the difference.
Yeah,
But the point is, if
the
you want it that
possibility is
much,
there,
if
yeah.
you want it that much, right? Okay. Let's brainstorm here then. I'll figure this out in a second. Right. Okay. What is it? Okay, you need a goal for this as well, right? So, what is the end game for you on this, or even the immediate success that you're looking to achieve? And this is you competing with yourself,
So
mentally, physically.
get up in the mornings to the point where I don't have to rush around.
Right. Okay. So that's a biggie, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what time do you get up now?
7:30.
You get up at 7:30. So that
Yeah.
gives you an hour and a half to get to the office. How long does it take you to get to work?
I leave at 8:10.
8:10. So you've got 40 minutes to shower, change.
Yeah, I have not a lot of time.
Cool. Okay. So I think. And you're rushing, are you, for that station?
Pretty much. I don't have time to have breakfast.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
So
essential that you should get up
here's-
early enough to have breakfast.
So the dilemma that I have is, do I go to the gym before or after work?
Have you been to the gym before work before?
Never.
Okay. My sense of achievement going to the gym before I get to work is
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
I'd love to be able to do that, but it's...
And it's lovely to go home.
Yeah, it's a lot
I finished my
it's
day.
a lot
I don't even
harder
need to go to the gym.
do,
I
but
went
I
in
would
this
love
morning.
to be able to do it.
What time's your gym open?
6.
Okay. Gym open.
No, it's 24 hours, my gym.
Okay. So how long would you need to be? So train for 8:10. Up at 7:30. Gym opens
The
at 6.
train I get is at 8:30. I leave my house at 10:10.
Ah,
but
okay.
the gym is right next to the train station.
Okay. Why don't we try? How many days a week do you want to be going to the gym? These are non-negotiable,
4.
by the way. So if you commit to 4,
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
if you commit to 4 a week,
You can check it as well. My gym has a thing. I get an app and it tells me when
then
I've got the gym.
you're going to message me in the morning and take a photo of the gym. You can't take 5
photo
photos
of me on the treadmill every
Here's
morning.
me, like you're wearing the same stuff every day, mate. Okay, so you want to right? Let's not go mad. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's do 2 or 3 times a week to the gym.
Yeah.
I would suggest going before work.
Yeah.
I would suggest going before work, and it also gets you into a fantastic routine getting up early. So I think you should be getting up. How far's the gym? 20 minutes.
20-minute walk.
So So if you got up at 6...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I get up at 6...
Had breakfast or sorted yourself out for an hour... Well, you did, half hour, 40 minutes...
What time would I have to leave? So if I got on an earlier train, I could shower here.
Yeah.
So I need to be in the gym for 7:30 latest.
Okay, so let's say 7:15.
Yeah, 7:15. I need to leave my house at 7, really.
Okay, so we're saying up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. We're saying gym 2-3 times a week. Is there anything in particular that you train or that you want to train? I guess you can have your own gym routine with that.
I'm sort of doing a mixture at the minute. I've got a proper gym routine that I've got.
Well, if you're happy with that, you
Yeah.
need to have breakfast.
Yeah.
Getting up at 6 will change your world. Please believe me, getting up early will change your life. You'll come into work for 8:30 or whatever time you get in, and you'll be bouncing off the walls. You'll be the sense of achievement first thing in the morning is unbelievable. The 6 a.m. morning, you cannot snooze that alarm. So you put your phone on the other side of the room.
5-second thing you said.
Yeah. Who said that? Who was it I listened to?
It was a woman.
Mel Robbins, is it? I think it's Mel Robbins.
It might be.
5-second rule.
Yeah.
You're not up by 5 seconds, you ain't getting it. You're snoozing. So you put your phone. Is there somewhere you can put your phone? Other side of the room or somewhere?
Yeah.
I put my phone on the floor by the door.
Desk in my room. I have to walk over to.
Yeah. As long as you've got to get out of bed to do it.
Yeah.
As long as it isn't let's just turn that off. Okay. Well, this will be fun. You're going to do this for 2 weeks. We'll do it a week, and then we'll assess it next week.
Oh, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? If it was Tuesday today, I'd say I'll start it tomorrow.
Why can't it start tomorrow?
I will start it tomorrow, but I was going to say the 2 weeks anyway. I won't be doing it for 2 weeks anyway. I'll be doing it for a year.
Please believe me. As soon as you see results, you will be wanting to do this. Right, so you're going to get up at 6. You go gym 2-3 times a week. What other stuff can we have in here that end of the day you're like, oh, I wish I'd done that, or
stuff.
Lazy,
so other stuff that I want to get done. Other goals I have. Right.
Yeah.
Learn how to play the piano.
These are long term. These are though, aren't they?
Not necessarily.
We're talking about routine, aren't we, at the minute? Well, we've come on to routine, but we're talking about...
Yeah, but I'm saying
the
like...
topic is being competitive.
At the minute, I tell myself that I don't have time to play my guitar or learn how to play the piano. I tell myself I don't have time for it.
But you've got one at home?
Yeah.
So you could play at home, is what you're saying?
Yeah. If I got home and just spent half an hour sitting there rather than sitting around watching telly.
You couldn't play in the morning, could you?
Nah.
You'd wait your family.
Yeah, it's too loud.
Go loopy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so why don't you try and, again, of an evening...
Yeah, just
essentially
spend half an hour a few times a week, just...
Again, nothing crazy. Yeah. So when you tell me, how many days, realistically, do you want to be doing a bit of piano playing in the evening? So you're doing it not so at the moment?
Every now and then. I've wanted to learn how to play the piano for ages.
Okay, so why don't we say 3 times a week?
Yeah, I was going to say that. 3 times a week.
And that can be weekends as well. See, my gym routine and my morning routine is Monday to Friday. So Saturday and Sunday. So Monday to Friday is Jamie, the guy that goes to work and tries to take over the universe. The Saturday and Sunday is family time, chill out. I do still do a few bits, but I'm not up at 4:45 or whatever on Saturday. Thank you. Okay, so 3 times a week, piano. And I think you need one other thing, one other thing. So 6 a.m. starts.
Can I ask one question about this routine stuff? Will you be going to the gym on a Monday morning if we have football in the evening?
Probably.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Like, do you want to or don't you?
Probably not.
Yeah.
If I'm going to play football in the evening on a Monday.
I mean, if I'm doing 2 or 3 days a week at the minute, well, it'll be...
Well, look, that's essentially one of your gym sessions. If you're going around playing football, I mean, I think you should almost have that in there.
Yeah.
And then it gives you 2 days for the rest, and that's on a Monday as well, which is brilliant. So it gives you 2 more days.
I play most Saturdays as well.
You're sorry?
Play football most Saturdays as well.
There you go.
So if I go to the gym 2 days a week and go football Monday and Saturdays,
That's a really good. That's very healthy to get doing that.
Yeah. Right.
Anything else that you want on there?
I can't particularly think of anything. Not off the top of my head, routine-wise.
Keep that very simple.
Yeah.
The biggest one for you here,
is getting up in the morning.
get up at 6. Do not snooze.
Yeah.
Please believe me. I'm away, aren't I, for a couple of weeks. When I get back, if you've carried that on...
What I might do, I might start a
diary.
private Instagram page and post a picture in the gym every morning at 6 a.m. Like, you know what I mean? So I can track, I can go back and be like, that day I did this, that day I did this. So I can actually track how many times I've done these things.
You should definitely try to have some kind of target, whether it's, I don't know, distance running or whatever it is that you want to do in your gym routine. Log it, stick it on your notes in your phone or anything. If it's weights, I lifted this, the next time I lift, whatever it is, structure it, have it as your routine. Because what the habit I get into is on a Monday I go, today's my these exercises or whatever it is. This is what I'm doing today on a Monday. Okay, what did I lift last week? This is what I lift last week. Okay, absolute bare minimum. Because that's the other thing. You go, heavy. Yeah. I did it last week, so how the hell can I not do it this week? It's just your mind again. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Without foul, there is absolutely no excuses for you not being. These are so simple. Yeah. Get up at 6. And you know what you want to tell yourself if you don't? I'm lazy. Yeah. I'm lazy. If I want to be a lazy
the thing
person.
is, if I don't, with all of them things we've just said, if I do get up at 6, the others are easy.
Yes.
Get up at 6. It's literally just time management of get up, have breakfast, have a coffee, go out, go to the gym, get to work, shower, work.
You'll be buzzing.
It's just as long as I can get into the routine of getting up at 6, which I did do in the past.
You did?
Yeah, I used to get up at 6, but I had to for work.
Well, there you go.
And I could manage then. I was very tired, but I could manage then.
You wasn't?
Mentally.
You wasn't?
My brain was being like, it's dark out.
Yeah. So that's where you got to fight it.
Yeah.
Mate, when I started doing this, it was the hardest thing ever getting up. It was the hardest, so it felt the hardest. And I was surely I've spoken to you about this before, I was the guy that, I've only had 8 hours sleep, I'm shattered. Like, what a load of old nonsense. Yeah. Nonsense. I was a but it's just training your mind with it all. Yeah. We're kind of come off piece slightly.
Yeah, so I can very quite easily reel it back in with another question.
Oh, go on.
So this is sort of the biggie, which we said we would come back to. How acceptable and in which scenarios do you think competition in the workplace is acceptable?
How acceptable is competition in the workplace?
Yeah. So as an example, we've got our board in the office and there's all the numbers on it. There's the amount of deals that you've done, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Do you think it is acceptable to have that? I know you joke about it competitively. Do you think it's acceptable to have the mindset of, I want to do more deals than this person?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. What's the point otherwise? What's the point in coasting?
True. I think it's definitely...
it's coasting.
I think it's definitely a good thing, but there are ways it could be bad if it starts getting a bit too much.
Yep.
But I think especially if it is a light-hearted but known competitive rivalry, but in a friendly way, where it's like, it's only going to make you work harder. So you'll work 10 times as hard to try and get more done than this person, but then this person's also working 10 times as hard. Yeah. And you've gotten 5 times the amount of deals out.
Yeah,
there's no negatives in that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. You don't want people falling out. You don't want it causing hostility in the office. You don't want people doing like lying and cheating and doing everything to outperform somebody else. But it's definitely healthy. And just like I said earlier, me running on a treadmill for 30 minutes and matey boy over the 3 treadmills down, and I've got it in my head I'm going to do half hour, but he's still on the treadmill and half hour's gone, I ain't quitting.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm telling myself that, I can't do more than 30 minutes. God, I'm tired. But I did.
Yeah.
I did it 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think it's no different from things like healthy competing, I should say, in the workplace, in that it pushes yourself. It makes you more driven. You know, the sort of people that we have in our business and that we want in our business are people that are like that. But again, you know, we still want integrity, honesty. Yeah. We still want, you know, they are the fundamentals.
Yeah,
and we're not saying that you do anything at all costs, but I do definitely think it's something that just brings the best out of you.
So what about, to flip that, the competition against actual competitors in the finance industry?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, because 12 months ago I was interested in what everyone else was doing. I've got friends that are brokers, I know lots and lots of people in the industry, recruitment firms. Yeah. I'd care what they was up to. Oh, they put a post on LinkedIn, you know, they're doing well. Oh God, we're not doing so well. Do you know what? I really don't care now. Yeah. And do you know why? Because however well they're doing at the moment, they haven't got, they are, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, and I mean this without it coming across ignorant or arrogant. I don't care what they're doing, because at some point we are going to dominate the industry, and they're not going to be competitors, and we're going to eat everyone else up. And again, I mean that in a very I don't mean that to come across, because at the moment, you know, we're not there. We're not there, but we will be, like 100%. And nobody will work harder, and no one will put more into it than certainly I will, and hopefully certainly all of us will. So whereas I used to care about competing and what everyone else was doing, and almost get one up, we did that deal and they didn't, and all that sort of stuff, I don't know more, because I want us to become a market leader in everything we do. Yeah.
I mean,
and competing with, you know, that's how they do things. Great. You know, don't get me wrong, you can learn a lot from your competitors, and there's some really good stuff that people in the industry will be doing. And you know, you'd be silly not to take note of those things. But I think it's more about think about yourself. Yeah. Think about us.
What I was going to say, it's that saying, isn't it? The more time you spend focusing on getting one up on your competitors, is less time that you actually improve in your own situation.
Yeah. Forget what everyone else is doing.
Just focus try and improve yourself and what you're doing, and everything will fall into place.
Yeah, focus
on
yourself.
That's a really good way to be fair.
Like I said to you, it wasn't the case immediately.
Yeah.
It's only since I've been a lot more focused, got in goals, proper goal setting, proper dreams, proper ambition, that sort of stuff. It's only since I've got into that, but good luck to them. Yeah. Good luck to them. You know, let them do what they want to do. We're going to do what we do. Yeah. And at some point, we won't have competitors.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Good mindset.
Yeah.
Right. We're relatively running out of time, and I've covered everything. So
cool.
I think that's been a pretty successful chat.
Yeah.
When are you going away?
I'm away Tuesday, so we could do something.
So we could either get something done this week or Monday. If not, then perhaps we'll get this one out sometime soon, and we'll have a little break and then get another one.
Yeah, let's try and do one. Let's try and do one Monday.
Yeah,
we've got our big long list.
Keep it a bit more regular.
Yeah, let's try and do one Monday.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Sweet.
The next one.
Perfect. Done. Happy days.